All new this morning, Governor Katie Hobbs officially seeking a second term as governor.
Yeah, it's a position she's held since 2023 and will likely run unopposed in the Democratic primary. On the Republican side, we know Representative David Schweikert, Representative Andy Biggs, and businesswoman Karen Taylor Robeson are all running in the GOP primary to try to unseat the governor, and we've invited all of them to come to Good Morning Arizona over the next few weeks. But in the meantime, Governor Hobbs in studio right now, so good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. We were just asking you if it was a tough decision to want to run again. You said, well, 4 years is really short. So what do you think you need to or want to accomplish in 4 more years?
Well, Arizona is stronger because I've worked to put politics aside and put Arizonans first and tackle tough challenges that career politicians have ignored for years, like securing our water future, creating good paying jobs, addressing the housing affordability issue, and lowering costs. And these are still big concerns that Arizonans have. I'm proud of the work I've done in those areas, but there's more to do, and I'm ready to get it done.
And we look forward to some of those things that you want to address over the next year until Election Day. Let's talk about something that's affecting a lot of people right now and where you stand on this. The government shutdown.
Yeah.
We've got so many people who are working without pay right now. You have said the state is not going to step in like it did previously with Governor Doug Ducey, paying for some of the salaries. What are your stances on this, especially if this lasts longer?
Yeah, so right now, even without the shutdown, Arizona is facing huge cliffs, huge funding cliffs because of the partisan Washington budget that was passed. And we're facing billions of dollars in Medicaid shortages. That's going to affect access to health care for so many Arizonans. So we're already facing huge budget challenges. And this standoff in Washington is hurting Arizonans more. And it is trying to balance all of the things, and we just don't have the capacity to address the shortages that we don't know if we'll get reimbursed for, and we don't know when this shutdown is ending.
One of the things that you've been criticized for is hundreds of vetoes of Republican proposals over the 3 years, and right now I think there's 300,000 more Republicans registered to vote in Arizona, so obviously you probably need to pick up some Republicans or independents. Do you feel like you worked with the Republicans across the aisle?
Absolutely. I told Arizonans I would work with anyone to tackle the tough challenges we're facing and deliver results, and we've done that. It's why I'm proud I've signed more than 725 pieces of legislation during my tenure, far outpacing the vetoes. But if you look at some of the things I vetoed that extremists in the legislature have sent, things that attack Arizonans' freedoms, reproductive health care, the ability to vote, even stripping away vote by mail, which 75% of Arizonans use. These aren't serious proposals. They don't solve problems. And so I'll continue to fight those things, but I will also continue to work across the aisle like I've done and deliver big results.
Some of those issues are like border, DEI, voting issues, things that are really important to people right now. And they feel like you did it just because they were Republican proposals.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm well aware that I need to earn the votes of Arizonans across the political spectrum. I did that in 2022, and now I have a record of results to run on. And this session, this legislative session, when Republicans had more members, we got more done than we've gotten during my tenure. We signed the most consequential piece of water legislation since the Groundwater Management Act. This will save tons of water and allow us to build housing in some of the fastest growing areas where we really need it, addressing some of the housing affordability issues. We signed major economic legislation, keeping a homegrown Arizona company from moving to Florida or Texas, and supporting small businesses across downtown with the Diamondbacks bill.
Speaking of some of our small businesses and just in general, what we're seeing happen in the Globe, Miami area, and you've heard the first solar weather days coming. You were just recently there. What can the state do to help these people who are in limbo right now and now threatening more problems?
Yeah, so obviously the flooding in Gila County has been devastating. The state has been involved in helping from the get-go, and we will be if there's additional flooding either in that area or other areas of the state. And then we worked with the county to declare an emergency to free up funds. And now we're working with the federal government, which, you know, these first responder type of agencies are still operating right now, to free up federal funds to help with some of the recovery, which we know is going to be extensive. I saw firsthand, and it's just really unfathomable to see the damage that's been done.
Especially so close to home. It doesn't feel, it feels like, okay, this is happening somewhere very rural, but it's right here just an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
I wanted to also ask you about job growth. I was kind of shocked to read that we were 47th in the country with job growth, especially considering these huge chip manufacturing plants that are going to bring a lot of employees here. What is your plan for more job growth?
Well, under my tenure, we've created more than 100,000 good-paying jobs. I've helped to secure $100 billion of TSMC's historic investment that's going to continue to create good-paying jobs in our state. And we're actually one of 12 states right now that's experiencing economic expansion. And if you look at year-over-year job growth, we're 8th in private sector job growth. And so that statistic is a one-off. It's not a valid picture of where we really are with the economy. That being said, I know that Arizonans still feel the pinch, and costs are rising. And so there's more to do to ensure that Arizonans are benefiting from the good-paying jobs we're creating.
Okay.
Talk about when you are going to be actually the first governor who will be able to choose a running mate, a lieutenant governor. What are your thoughts on that, and where are you looking to, you know, who could that be?
Well, it's early to have that discussion right now, and right now just focused on letting everyone know that I'm running for re-election.
Okay. Well, there was talk that maybe it was John Giles, though, and he is a Republican, so is that an idea to maybe bring more Republicans to your side?
We're going to look at something that's going to be helpful to win re-election, but I have no more to say on that.
All right.
Okay.
Also, wanted to ask you, you did never debate Carrie Lake. Will you debate this time around?
Again, it's early. A potential debate is months away. The primary is not until August of next year, so we have a ways to go. I can tell you that I'm focused on running the campaign I need to earn votes across the state, and we'll do what we need to do that.
All right.
Well, best of luck to you in the coming year. The voters will decide next November.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. You're always welcome.